Chicago just before Christmas, experiencing the amazing city. From the food to the museums to the history, and I fell in love, even in the dead of winter. I wanted to share my experiences and my favorite things about the city in this top 5 things to do video. Hopefully it will provide some inspiration for your next trip, and if not, just some good eye candy of the beautiful city of Chicago. Stick around until the end for a bonus winter/Christmas mini top things to do. Number 5 is for the Magnificent Mile. The Magnificent Mile is a shopping district on Michigan Avenue on the north side of the river in downtown Chicago. Here you'll find all the shops you could ever need and more. It's a great place to get some Christmas shopping done if you're here right before Christmas. You'll also see a handful of landmark buildings along the avenue, which we'll talk about in one of our later categories. Just 2 streets west of North Michigan, you'll also find one of my favorite stores, Italy. This is a store that has groceries, bakeries, and several restaurants within the building. It originated in Italy and now has a few stores scattered across the US, including one in Chicago. They have the most amazing finds, especially the fresh pasta made there. They had a chestnut gnocchi when I was there that looked mouth-watering delicious. So if you're staying at a place with a kitchen or have a way to transport it home, I highly recommend it. Even if not, it's just a fun place to walk around. I mean, look at this huge Parmesan cheese. Also, take a look at that price. Number 4 is Millennium and Grant Parks. These parks are on the shoreline of Lake Michigan, covering a whopping 319 acres. Grant Park is the overarching park. And within Grant Park, you'll have Millennium Park, where you'll find the Cloud Gate, aka the Bean, and Pritzker Pavilion. You'll also find the Art Institute in Grant Park, as well as an 18-mile lakefront trail and Buckingham Fountain. In the spring and summer, you'll find beautiful gardens, as well as live music and concerts and festivals, including the Taste of Chicago. In the winter, you have ice skating, including a rink next to the Christmas tree, as well as a winding ice skating rink through the park. If you come to see one thing in the park, it has to be the Bean, officially named the Cloud Gate. The sculpture is by Sir Kapoor, with design inspiration taken from liquid mercury. You can walk around and under the sculpture and see how it reflects and distorts the city's skyline, as well as you and your friends' reflections. A picture in front of the Bean is definitely a must in Chicago. Number 3 is the Art Institute of Chicago. Within Grant Park, you have the Art Institute of Chicago. This museum dates back to 1879 and is the second largest art museum in the United States. If you're looking for some iconic works of art, look no further. At the Chicago Art Institute, you will see such paintings as Edward Hopper's Nighthawks, Seurat's Sunday Afternoon, Picasso's The Old Guitarist, Van Gogh's Self-Portrait, Renoir's Two Sisters, and Grant Wood's American Gothic. This is a beautiful museum chock full of amazing sculptures and paintings. The museum has a free app which you can download, and you can listen to free audio guided tours. Number 2 is for the architecture. Chicago is where many consider the first skyscraper was built. The 10-story Chicago Insurance Building was completed in 1885 and considered the first skyscraper. It was demolished 46 years later. Among the landmark downtown Chicago buildings, you'll find styles such as Gothic Revival, Neo-Gothic, and Neoclassical. There are walking tours which you can sign up for and pay for to take you around to these iconic buildings and tell you the history. You could also do what I did and just tour them on your own. My recommendation would be to see the Rookery, which has a breathtaking lobby which was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright in 1905. They do have a tour that will let you see some of the roped off areas the general public are barred from. Up next, I check out the Willis Tower, which held the world's tallest skyscraper title for 25 years after its completion in 1974. From there, head over to the Chicago Cultural Center to see the marble entrances, a replica of the Venetian Doge's Palace Assembly Hall, and a 38-foot tall Tiffany glass dome. Over on Michigan Avenue, there is a gleaming Wrigley building and neo-Gothic Tribune Tower, which has incorporated many stones from famous areas across the world. The Tribune Tower was designed by architects Howells and Hood after submitting to and winning the design competition. Also check out the Chicago Water Tower, which is one of the few buildings to have survived the Chicago Fire of 1871. It currently houses the City Gallery. Whether you take a formal tour, self-guided tour, or just marvel at the buildings as you go, Chicago is home to some amazing architectural designs. The top spot, number one, has to be the food for Chicago. To be honest, food is usually my number one regardless of where I am, but Chicago really pulls out all the stops when it comes to food. It may be a cliche, but it's for a good reason. When you come to Chicago, you have to eat deep dish pizza. For deep dish pizza, there are a few chains as well as independent restaurants in the downtown area. My favorite is the chain Lou Malnati's. Their buttery, thick crust paired with a thick tomato sauce is the definition of comfort food. Get it with sausage and cheese for the classic. Another classic Chicago dish for me is the Italian beef sandwich, for which I recommend Al's. You get a full load of thinly sliced roast beef within French bread, which is then dunked in gravy made up of the juices and seasonings the beef was roasted in. This is a roll your sleeves up type of sandwich and oh so satisfying. Did you know the brownie was invented in Chicago? If you head over to the Palmer Hotel, you can have the original brownie. The Palmer Hotel follows the recipe invented by Chicagoan socialite Bertha Palmer, who reportedly invented the dessert for the Chicago World's Fair in 1893. You can also try the brownie at home. If you head over to the Palmer House Hotel's website, you'll find the recipe there. You will also find a slew of other restaurants, from great chain restaurants to wonderful breakfast spots to a host of upscale fine dining. For the fine dining, just make sure to make your reservations early. If you're looking to do takeout, know that some have separate menus for takeout compared to in-house, so check those out before planning. Now for the bonus category, the top things to do in Chicago during Christmas time. First on the list is the Chris Krindle Market. This German-style Christmas market is the perfect way to get into the Christmas spirit. Grab a hot chocolate from Bob Belgian's Hot Chocolate. You will not regret it. This hot chocolate is so thick, rich, and velvety. With hot chocolate in hand, stroll around the outdoor stands where you'll find handcrafted items from Germany, German imported foods and goods, and stands with German foods like schnitzel and potato pancakes. Looking for more holiday vibes? Head over to Millennium Park to see the Christmas tree and give ice skating a try. To top it all off, warm yourself up in a cozy restaurant that is dressed to the nines in Christmas decor. Thank you for watching, it means so much, and I hope you enjoyed the video and found some inspiration along the way for your next trip. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.